Hi everyone, Carl here, and I hope you're doing great. What you're seeing here is an experiment I'm doing on a display base I made for the January 2021 Encounter Terrain Challenge. A while back I posted a video where I made some damp stone effect using PVA glue and ink. Back then I used this mix over a white base coat, but this time I painted over a more varied background to see what comes out. Since then I've tried it with some other inks. I found this works with Pebeo Ivory black ink, but does not work with Vallejo black ink, so if you want to try this with anything else, make sure you do it on a test piece first. You'll also want to watch the dosage. I used too much ink here, and one drop would definitely have been enough. Applying this is just a case of slopping it on the piece. It's not very kind to fine detail, but it does harden up the foam a great deal. Sonder, if you're watching this piece was already sealed with PVA glue and black paint, and even before I painted this extra layer on it, it was rock solid. After painting it on, it's just a question of waiting for it to dry out. In reality, it took around 6 hours to dry. Doing this in January might not be my brightest idea. On the other hand, this slow dry seems to have helped it avoid patches. Don't be tempted to use a hairdryer to speed things along. Even if you don't warp the foam, all you're going to do is create a skin of dry PVA over wet pockets, which will cause weird spots of color. The end result is way darker than I had hoped for, but it did add some interesting colors to the piece. Less ink would definitely have worked out better, but it's not a total loss. The camera seems to have a bit of trouble picking up the colors, probably because of the gloss, although they do show up much better in stills. If anyone has any tips on filming this kind of surface, I'd love to hear about it. I have some work to do on this, and some of the steps I'm planning might totally destroy this piece. I'll be back next week with whatever is left of it, and some more details on how I built it. In the meantime, stay safe and have a great week.